Hey, what's up, guys? You got Crypto Chuck back here with the Group Crypto Black. We're back at it again, baby. Hope you guys having a great day. I know that I am. Guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel right now. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the channel right now. Follow us on all different social medias, guys. We always giving out great information. Even when we're not on here, we're giving out good content. So make sure you guys go over and check out our website as well. Our website, cryptoblack.net. Guys, we do have a beginner's course, 7-day money back guarantee, baby. That's how great we know our course is. So any people that's brand new to cryptocurrency, want to learn about cryptocurrency, want to learn about Bitcoin, make sure you go check out our website, cryptoblack.net, where you'll be able to actually go over there, have an on-demand course that you're able to actually follow on demand whenever you want to do it, and then take off whenever you want to take off, and then do it whenever you want to do it, all right? But guys, right now, man, we about to get right into it. But, man, make sure, like I said, follow us on all different social medias that we give out information pretty much on a daily basis on our social media. And, we call out some big ones, man. We call out some big ones on our social media. But, man, today, guys, we're going to talk about how Mike Novogratz actually believe Bitcoin price will surge if a certain thing actually happens, and we're gonna talk about how hedge fund 2 Sigma to provide data to blockchain for blockchain information, working with who? Chainlink. That's exactly what we talked about last week. Chainlink as well. But make sure again, guys, you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. What we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin first. See how Bitcoin is doing right now. Bitcoin is at $20,240 at the moment. Bitcoin is up over 6% for the week, and just for the month, 1.19%. We are in a new month though, guys. So we are pretty much doing good. What I like to see, and we look at the daily candle, Bitcoin did bounce off. It didn't reach all the way down there yet, but even yesterday, though, it bounced off the 7-day moving average. We had a dump overnight, came down, but bounced and came right back up again. Now, we do have some resistance. We're going to have some resistance right over here at about 20,500 to 25. We haven't reached this price, guys, almost a month. Looking back until we had a big push up right here on September the 9th. We haven't been above 25 since September the 13th. So it's been pretty much a month since we've been above 25, and you guys see right here, man, we pushed down, been on there, we consolidated for a little while, and see how many days we pushed down from 25 and consolidated for a little while before we had that big push up. You're looking at about 12 days, all right? So right here, we've been almost a month. So this right here is something to look at and think about as well. But we got to get above 25. Once we get above 25, a nice good key resistance is at 28. And then above that, guy, we'll start seeing nice little push-ups. But we know the big resistance is at 22.8. 22.8 is a big, really key resistance. Is 22.8. We got to get above this right here, guys. We get above 22.8. Then I think we can get a nice little push-up and start seeing, in the 24s and 25s, all right? But we are in October, so that's a good thing, all right? Chainlink, we'll talk about Chainlink a little bit later today as well. Chainlink, guys, we've seen that surge from last week in which we talked about Chainlink, pushed all the way up to $8.52, pushed down the rest of the market how it was, and then you start to see in the last few days, you start to see good volume, people coming back in. The good thing about Chainlink, Chainlink is a good coin to trade. Because Chainlink has a lot of volume, as you guys can see. A ton of volume inside Chainlink. Always have good volume with Chainlink. So it is a fun coin to trade as well. And you can make some good money with it if you know how to trade, all right? And it's, for people that just don't have a coin, it's just not working out for them for trading, just start looking at Chainlink as well and see a coin that you can trade because it has good volume. If it has good volume, it's a good trade. You just have to be right. You know what I mean? You have to be right if you're going to go down or push up. So this is a good money. That's good money. You know what I mean? It's a real good candles that you guys can see right here. All right. So, but man, with Chainlink, I think it's always a good buy with Chainlink. But like I said, with the volume of Chainlink is pretty good. I think we can see we're getting above this 855 this month. I can see that getting above that this month. And percentage wise, you're looking at what? A nice 10%, 9% move. So I don't see to where we get being hurt too much about gonna be too hurt and not gonna get above that. So if you're looking for a nice little easy trade, I think Chainlink would be an easy trade, especially so much stuff going on with Chainlink. And it's something that's gonna be here. You know, it's something that's gonna be here. So it's not something that's not gonna go away. Chainlink is not going away. It's too many partnerships and everything like that with Chainlink. But yeah, guys, so Mike Novogratz believes Bitcoin price will surge if the Fed makes this decision. So Mike Novogratz, guys, is a billionaire. If you don't know about him, he's a billionaire investor. Really smart guy, really savvy guy, Mike Novogratz is. So somebody you do want to listen to as well. So it says he forecasts a bullish takeoff for Bitcoin once the U.S. Federal Reserve eases down on its aggressive rates hikes aimed at taming inflation. And guys, you know, the dollar has been so strong. The dollar has been so strong. It went up, you know, I think about a little over 115 last week. It's been so strong, and all the other world currencies had just been taking a nosedive. You know what I mean? So for the people that's out there, I said it, you know, I think I said it earlier this year. Hey, if you want to travel, you better all traveling, you know what I mean, out of the country versus traveling in the country, because your money gonna go really long. You know what I mean? So, but if you look at it and you see, okay, cool, with the dollar being so strong, and you start to see UN reach out and say, hey, look, reach out to the Feds and like, hey, man, can y'all stop with the rate decisions? Keep hiking the rates, because it's killing the other currencies, killing the global markets. You know what I mean? So that's what that's what the UN actually came out and stepped out and said, you know, a couple of days ago. And the Feds had a secret meeting yesterday. And a rushed secret meeting yesterday. You know, it's not too abnormal for them to actually have secret meetings, or, you know, just, you know, out of a blue meeting. But it's kind of funny that all that stuff came out around the same exact time. And then, you know, they go have a meeting. And, you know, for the good news, there's no rate decision, no FOMC meeting, no rate decision is going to be this month. So that's a good thing. So we could see 2 more rate hikes for the end of this month. In this year, for November and December. We'll see. Or we might see 1, or they could do 2 rate hikes, but it could be smaller. It could be less aggressive. But the Fed just said they want to be hawkish because they want to deal with inflation. And we did see that the numbers, the employment, the new job growth went down a lot in August. And you're going to continue to see that inside September. For September report coming up. And you're going to see inside November's, October, November, I think in the next few, just all the next few months, you can start seeing the growth of jobs going down. Because the Feds got to break it. They got to break it. All right, they got to break it, because there's too much people out there. Even, you know, you go to some malls sometimes, you know, it's a lot of people. It's packed. It's packed. So you go to the malls, you go to a lot of places. People still, the restaurants are still full, guys. So it's something right there you want to think about. So the current cycle has especially been tough for the firstborn crypto, as it suffers from both an unfavorable outlook and the effects of growing correlation with traditional finance. As a consequence, Novogratz believes that the asset will stage a comeback once the abysmal macro climate cools. So Novogratz disclosed these opinions while speaking on CNBC. Said a 53-year-old CEO of Galaxy Investment Partners implied that Bitcoin lost its status as a potent hedge against inflation when Fed Chair Jerome Powell began his campaign on interest rate hikes. Said Bitcoin often touted as an inflation hedge collapsed in tandem with other risk assets as Fed staged in response against inflation. The asset's recent correlation with traditional finance contributed to its fall. Yeah, but for the long run, Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation. You just got to look at it. You need more dollars. You know, just 5 years ago, you need more dollars to get 1 Bitcoin. So, you know, and then 10 years ago, you needed a whole lot of Bitcoin to get to $1. Then you need $20,000 to get to 1 Bitcoin. So, you know, you got to look at it like that. In the long run, a lot of people look at it in the short term. People that got in a little bit earlier, you know, it's just how it is. You came in a little bit early to the game, your money have hedged handsomely, you know, against inflation. With Bitcoin has been great against inflation. I know my Bitcoin has been great against inflation. It just depends on how early you got in, but Bitcoin beats inflation all day long, all day strong. You just gotta look at a chart and you'll see, where you needed a whole lot of Bitcoin to get to $1. Now you need a whole lot of dollars. You need $20,000 to get to one Bitcoin. So I think people really need to understand that. And the people that just got in last year, then you have to, because even 2020, you needed $3,000 to get to one Bitcoin, and now you need 20,000, which is only 2 years later. So people have to understand, okay, yeah, just because you got in late or you just got in last year, it's not your turn yet. You gotta wait, 4 or 5 years, 10 years down the line, and you'll see how it actually play out. All right. So it says, when Powell started beating inflation over the head with a sledgehammer, of course, Bitcoin came back down, as did lots of assets, Novogratz remarked. So it says, notwithstanding, the American billionaire and investor argued that Bitcoin will likely see a breakout once Chair Powell gives up the fight against inflation. According to Novogratz, Powell moves towards combating inflation have a more detrimental effect to Bitcoin than inflation itself. But yeah, he has to come down with the rates. I mean, the race is Bitcoin gonna win regardless, because the race is actually on Bitcoin's side, because Fed Chair Powell can't keep increasing the interest rates. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna have a depression, a Great Depression, if that happens. So when he start, and with Bitcoin still being over 20,000, with all this turmoil, all this craziness going on, all this stuff going on, guess what Bitcoin at? Right at its last, the 2017, 2018 bull run height. You know what I mean? So Bitcoin being at 20,000 right now, being the height of the last bull run, what's going to tell you after in the next bear market? You see what I'm saying? In 2026, 2027, you're going to see Bitcoin around like 70,000. So the people that you got to understand, that Bitcoin, the hedge, you just got to have your time. You got to wait your turn. The hedge is actually working. If you look at it like this, especially with all this turmoil. So Bitcoin wins in the long run, because at the end of the day, the Fed can't keep raising the rates. You're going to have a global collapse. You see what I'm saying? A global collapse. So it's all about, the timing. It's all about when you see, when it's playing that catch-up game, basically. It's that race. And then when you're trying to fight inflation, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? He's going to have to actually start stopping raising the rates. And then if not, you'll have a global collapse, and you're going to have this crazy, full-blown depression. And obviously when you stop the rates, people start pushing their money back into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will start going back up, and they start cutting rates, and then that's when Bitcoin gonna go the hell off. You know what I mean? So it's that race, and at the end of the day, Bitcoin gonna win that race if you look at it like that. So Mooch, another latecomer to the crypto world, does not believe Bitcoin is an inflation hedge yet. Again, these guys are thinking about, very short term. You know what I mean? But I can guarantee you, when Novogratz got in, he got in, he's still up. That's all I'm gonna say. When he got in, he got Bitcoin much cheaper than what it is right now. So it is a hedge against inflation. He said the Bitcoin is an inflation hedge narrative. Has been some objections from crypto critics of late. This is due. Everybody talk trash in the bear market. You know what I mean? And then they say, "Oh, I knew it." When it start going back up, that race, just to see the other economies right now, and they haven't even hit the 4%. The Feds want to actually go to 4% for the rates, and they haven't even hit the 4% yet. And you're already seeing, look what's going on. You know what I mean? And like I said, Bitcoin be at 20,000 still. That shows you the power of Bitcoin. He said this is due in large part of the asset struggles against the recent, it don't make any sense. You know what I mean? You can talk about one thing, something that's happened for the last few months, but in the long, grand scheme of things, like I said, even 2020, Bitcoin was at $3,000, and for it to be at 20,000 now, obviously has a hedge against inflation. You don't measure from the top to the bottom; you measure from the bottom to the top, and you also look at the long history. You look at the history, not 1 year. They're measuring 1 year and say, "Oh yeah, it doesn't beat the inflation." Yeah, it does actually. But yeah, let's look at say hedge funds. It says hedge funds 2 Sigma to provide data to blockchain information network Chainlink. Say the massive fund, which manages about $60 billion in assets, will provide derivatives related data to Chainlink. So it says 2 Sigma Securities, a quantitative hedge fund with about $60 billion in assets under management, will provide data to popular blockchain information network Chainlink, according to a press release provided to Coinbase. Now, Chainlink offers price feeds and other data through its Oracle network, which can help Web3 developers get projects off the ground faster. 2 Sigma's market data includes swaps, options, and other derivative-related information. The addition comes a week after financial services firm Galaxy Digital joined Chainlink to offer crypto pricing data to blockchains. As a market maker and data provider, we believe we can play an important role in helping to cultivate a healthy digital asset ecosystem, and we are excited by the value digital assets can bring to the financial marketplace as it evolves, said 2 Sigma Securities CEO Chris Marty in the press release. So last month, the venture capital arm of 2 Sigma committed $400 million to 2 new funds that would include crypto investments. And guys, like I said, this is why I love Chainlink. It's why I'm so bullish on Chainlink, because Chainlink actually pretty much driving, all these ecosystems. You know what I mean? It's the Oracle, and it's driving all the ecosystems right now. And, it's the big dog. It's the big dog at the end of the day. You want to look at it. So that's why I like Chainlink so much. So many more partnerships going on with Chainlink. People realize they have to have Chainlink and work with Chainlink in order to actually get things moving, especially in a DeFi space. But yeah, man, this is right here, man, is what we're talking about. But, that's why I like to stay with the good coins. But man, if anybody's been following me, man, on TikTok or Instagram or anything else, have you guys seen Tamadoge? Oh my God! Now, when we talked about it, it was like 0.07 or some change like that. It went up to almost 20 cents. It was like 7 cents some change. It went up to 20 cents. So people actually went over 100%, in those trades, about 120 to 140% in those trades. So that right there within itself tells you there's a lot of things happening in this space. You still can make money in this market. You know what I mean? Even though, it's been bearish, right? You just had to find the right coins or the right tokens, attack, get in and get out. Scare money don't make no money. All right. Now you see here, right here, it went up over 314%, in the last week. So just something, just to think about right there. BNB. A lot of people not talking about BNB. BNB has been a sleeper, guys. Has been a sleeper. BNB, you guys can see right here in the last few days, or should I say in the last week, you know what I mean? We're up over 8% with BNB. Nice, strong candles right here. I like this. I'm liking this right here. I'm seeing the bounce. You know what I mean? I'm liking this right here. Seeing this bounce. They took some profits from here, but push it back up. BNB at 294, baby. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. The highs for the day was at 296.40. So let's put alert right here. So, we have we know we're gonna have a breakout. We have a breakout right here, man. I'm liking this. 296.40. So we have a breakout right here above daily highs. Then it's something right here that I'm gonna I think it's gonna be a good long for BNB. You know what I mean? All the burning they've been doing with BNB. I mean, I love BNB. It's the largest. Binance is the largest exchange. Like I said, things that make sense. Chainlink makes sense. Binance, BNB makes sense. These are things that people actually need. You need it for things to work, for things to go together. You need it. Coins like Tama Dogecoin, Shiba, those are meme coins. You can make your money on those coins and then turn around and reinvest back into coins that actually, what people actually need, and your money gonna be good. Playing with the meme coins, they can go up and down, can go crazy. You don't get married to those coins. You make your money for those coins, then you put it inside something that's actually needed, has utility behind it, something that people, it has a use case behind it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I like to do. Or something, even a staking coin. You know what I mean? You take your money, make your money from the meme coins, put it into something that you can stake, and then earn passive income like that as well. But man, we're gonna do a Q&A real quick before we get off of here. We got about 5 minutes for the Q&A. But besides that, man, we'll get things going. We'll get our Wednesdays going. Get back to our Wednesdays. Today is I want to make sure I'm saying it right. It is a Yom Kippur. So, all my Jewish friends out there, shout out to you guys, and happy Yom Kippur to you. And we'll get it going. And I had a happy Yom Kippur, I tell you right now. You know what I mean, with Tesla today. But we're not gonna talk about stocks on here. But also, man, like I said, we want to make sure that we are investing to the right things. We want to make sure that we are in the right place at the right time. It is October, guys. We had a few good days in this month. I like in the beginning of the month, you always have, traditionally, that's all I'm going to say. Traditionally, in the beginning of the month, you have good days. It's green, usually green, traditionally. So we seen a push up. It's like with BNB alone, we had a push up. We started the daily candle, push all the way up, almost 6%. You see what I'm saying? So 5.5%, and it's in the last few days, and today is the 5th. So there's something just to look at, something to think about right there. And but yeah, I got my alert set for BNB, man. We going, BNB's. But man, that 300 been crazy trying to get about 300, man, on BNB. It's just been, it's been like a free fall, man. You hit that, boom, got rejected hard. And that's something we hope don't happen. We hope we don't get rejected hard on that 300. That's why I set my alert for 296. See how it rolls. We get above that 300. Check the volume. The volume is still telling me yeah, and everything is going fine. Money still coming in the market. Absolutely, I'm long on BNB. I'm along that, baby. I make my money off of that. We go from there. But yeah, guys, let me see here. We have any questions? We're gonna end this off right here. But yeah, man, guys, let me know what you think. You think that right there will be a good reason why Bitcoin actually go up, with the Fed start being less hawkish or start cutting rates? You think Bitcoin start going up then? You think the UN have any influence on the Feds to make them stop going up on rates? Now, obviously, this month, October, not going up. There's no rate decision, but November, December, they're gonna have a whole month to talk to them. You know what I mean? And see, the Fed's not supposed to be talking to nobody. The Fed's supposed to be just clearly working, for the dollar. You know what I mean? Clearly working and just making sure that and handling inflation and making sure the dollar is strong and good. So they're not supposed to have any influence. The stock market's not supposed to influence them. They're supposed to just make their own decisions. But you start to see, politics come in, and the UN come in, step in. But man, we're seeing a ton of other economies, and other currencies just going down, man. They going to the dogs, and a lot of people, they're nervous. They're very nervous, and I can expect that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Let me make sure I check this real quick before I hop off. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. It's your guy Crypto Chuck here with the Crypto Black. We out of here, baby. Make sure you stack your sats and chill. Peace.